I would like to call upon Smita the stage. Please. Somin Vishwas from Pradhan. Ashwin. Dr. Videshwari Pathak. Dr. L.H. Manjunath. Dr. Prasanna Ji. As a moderator, one thing reminds me which we got last development dialogue feedback, and people have generously given the feedback that moderators should speak less. So I will take that feedback very seriously, and I will try to speak very less, and I will have my colleagues to take more time and advantage of this forum to explain what they have done it, and probably audience we can better leverage that stuff, how we can inculcate some of the learnings and really find build that connection. But I'll of course take the time to introduce each of us in a very brief way. You can read in their bio, and their great work in folders is already there. I would like to introduce Smita. She has more than 15 years of corporate experience, and she worked in Fab India and bring lots of standardization process, etc. in the Fab India, and then they got excited and they started their microfinance unit to support the artisan, and she's leading that segment in the Fab India. It's totally owned by the Fab India subsidiary. And we have Ashwin Nayak. He doesn't need introduction because he's from Hooghly. And one of the growing, you all know that Vatsalya Hospital in Hooghly, and one of the growing venture in Karnataka plus in Andhra Pradesh, etc. And they have really demystified these big hospital concepts where he came up with a very good model for the prenatal care plus maternal care, and really kind of growing and really giving one of the medical establishment entrepreneurs. So very, very privileged to have you. And of course, Dr. Videshwari Pathak. My any sentence is shorter to introduce him. He's acknowledged so much, and it will be our. He's the founder of Sulabh International, and he came up with I've got a chance to interact with him, and it's very interesting to see that how the sanitation can be the social reform segment, and his whole concept to change some of the traditional practice we are having in India, and really come up with some model which is really pioneering. And especially I like that because I believe more in entrepreneurship. Pay-per-use toilet concept is really unique stuff, and we are very glad to have you. And my another colleague Manjunath, I have been interacting, and it's very fascinating to see that how is like more than 3 decades association with the SKDRDP, and how from each segment to segment he gives the leadership to that organization. And so one of the fastest growing organization in Karnataka. You name the subject and you'll find that they are doing something on some part of Karnataka on that segment. They are very, they have kind of growing very fastly and decoded lots of process. And we would love to listen your recipe of the success, and probably some of the people can learn. And I have Somin Vishwas, my old colleague, and he has done he's the initial members of the Pradhan, and you all know that what is the role of Pradhan in shaping the whole voluntary sector in India. And I'm very privileged to have him here and have his thought process, how the organization got built, and what is the basic philosophy. It's my kind of people grow from those organizations. And of course, Prasanna ji, whatever I know about him personally, I feel that from the heart he's a theatre guy, and very much kind of that aspirations he brings to the whole segment, whatever he do. And it was very privileged to see his institution, Charkha, where especially women involved in handling and handloom, and he's very passionate about the handloom sector. And this is a Deshi shirt actually. You can understand what I mean, how much I really like his enterprise. And it was very amazing to see that how artisans coming together and building the institution and really moving up in the value chain system. And he's also the founder and writer for the Desi, which is the marketing wing of the Charkha and other products coming out of the village. So again, it reminds me the moderator job. I will not link too much, and I'll take the advantage of moderation. Myself can speak. And first, I would like to talk Ashwin.
So just a brief introduction to what we do. Our focus is on promoting healthcare access in semi-urban and rural areas by building a network of hospitals or working with community organizations to develop programs or to build products which will help in both of them. So our current focus has been to develop this network of small hospitals, and we have built about, we have 11 hospitals which are operational across Karnataka and Andhra. And the idea is, if we can successfully show that there is an opportunity for profit small hospital network tailored towards tier 2, tier 3 towns, potentially this could be scaled across the country and bring access to people who don't have access right now. So that's the broad area that we work in. And we have been operational, like Naveen said, I studied in KMC Hubli. So we have very fond memories of having fights with BVP people. But this was not the auditorium, there was another auditorium. And both of us, founders of Vatsalya, we both studied from KMC Hubli. And we have been very lucky to find very early supporters, and that I think it will link into the theme of the conference as well, is how we were able to leverage some of these opportunities very early on. Primarily support from local doctors. Dr. C.S. Patil is in the audience. He was one of our very, very early on supporter and said, you know, this is a model that you should pursue, and we were able to build from there. And incidentally, we started our first unit in Hubli, and we have sort of used the learnings from there to replicate it at multiple locations.
I don't really belong here amongst people who have done a huge amount of work and scaled their operations so big. I'm a playwright and a theatre director. I went to a village to live about 15-20 years back and started a handloom venture in that village. It's a women's cooperative. We started it because we wanted to help the ecology of that region. You know, there was too much of demographic pressure on the land there, so we started it. And today it has become a very big cooperative. We have set up a trust called Desi, which runs shops all over Karnataka. And from day one, we have had no problem for the market. In fact, we've always had shortage of the product. So, in a sense, it's very funny that we have not scaled up. We have not scaled up because we want to strengthen the organization first. We want to strengthen this women's cooperative. We want the women to run the cooperative themselves. This actually brings us to a very important question. Today we are debating development, and we believe that the development has to happen in the villages.
I have given logical conclusion that in a disliked manner how the human waste could be treated safely. I have given a paradigm shift against the subsidized treatment system, which many foreigners are here, they must be knowing. Open defecation started everywhere in the world. But, you know, USA and Australia, they have solved the problems by providing sewer system. But Asia, Africa, Latin America, 2.6 billion people who have no access to safe and hygienic toilets, they are from these continents. And for them, I have developed technologies which are appropriate, affordable, indigenous, and culturally acceptable. And only these technologies, I have kept them. Now this is a world where everybody wants to earn money and save money. Everyone wants that you should learn a lesson where you can earn money. And if a small thing is patented very quickly, even before the research is complete, the man applies for the patent. We have not patented this technology because we want these technologies should go to humanity, to mankind, and to the entire world. And if you take, say, developed nations also, if you take three things, one, I will conclude now, three things, one, that climate change, the global warming. 1 CFT, 1 cubic feet gas is produced from the human skeleton of 1 person per day. And we calculate on the basis of 6 billion people, the 6 billion CFT gas is produced, and out of that, 65 to 69% is the methane that burns. It means you are discharging 4 billion cubic feet gas every day, methane that burns in the atmosphere. It is helping to increase global warming. And the technology which I have given, it helps to reduce the global warming. How and why, I will tell you other sessions. The second, I have given technology where the water you use only 1 liter and maximum 1.5 liter to flush compared to 10 liters in the conventional system. So again, if 6 billion we take, then we have given technology where you can save 54 billion liters of water per flush, not per day, not per month, not per annum. Per flush you are saving 54 billion liters of water. And thirdly, the great demand in the world about the biofertilizer to produce the grains, fruits and flowers. And these two technologies also give the biofertilizer. So, and we had a problem in India about untouchability and social discrimination. And how, without any violence, without any agitation, without any burning books of upper caste people like Vedas and Puranas, Smritis, we have brought those untouchables on a par with other upper caste people. That was the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, to bring change in society with non-violence, not with violence.